Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another news video for Final Fantasy XIV. This to talk about Yoshi P's recent walk-around broadcast that was broadcast live on the official Final Fantasy XIV Twitch channel as of the 20th of July 2020. Essentially, the big pieces of information to take from this were that there will not be a second letter from a producer live covering 5.3. Originally, there was to be a part 1 and a part 2. The part 1 we've already seen, the part 2 sometime in July. Instead, however, it was announced during this broadcast that they instead will be doing an offline written letter from a producer released in the first week of July. This is said to give the announced date of 5.3's release, as well as the other information we're missing towards 5.3 itself, so this will be quite a good read, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Yoshi P in this broadcast mentioned several things, some trivia here and there, but the majority of it was centered around future content. He says that he spent 7 hours apparently checking the 5.3 MSQ storyline. The amount of content, he says, this time around is, I quote, equivalent to that of a movie, end quote. So I'm sure it will be at least an hour long or something like that. Usually he sort of exaggerates a little bit, but I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into some of those feature-length cutscenes, and hopefully we have some sort of decent resolution to this expansion. I'm really excited for that. In addition, he talked about features that are coming to GPOs. Of course, we mentioned stamps before. If you're not familiar with those, essentially this will be a feature to add stamps on the screen, so you can take pictures with little sort of emoticon stamps on the screen. Apparently it's really big in Japan, but also you will actually be able to put speech bubbles, so balloon dialogue it's called, on the screen. This is highly requested apparently, especially in the Japanese community. It's unknown currently if you're able to add text directly to this, but there will be the ability to add balloon dialogue basically and put a speech bubble on screen so that you can take pictures. So presumably you can add captions without using third-party tools, which is really quite nice, and I would imagine there'll be some really good screenshots with this, and probably even screenshot competitions and caption competitions. That could be quite exciting for the coming year. Furniture, there's some news there that apparently they're creating certain types of furniture inside your house that can now hang weapons. So this presumably is using the same technology as mannequins. Essentially, this is a highly requested feature. I myself have recommended this before. It would be really cool, for example, to sort of hold up one of your weapons on a stand and display it for all to see, and it seems that they're well under development for that, so we're getting something cool. It would be nice to have all of your relic replicas lined up on a wall or something. That could look really good, especially if you're trying to show off. Apparently, in addition to that, other furniture was mentioned. There will be a lot of big fishes, presumably tankables, that will be added in 5.3 as well, so get hyped for that. The last thing we want to talk about then is that the Y'shtola Bring Arts figure that you might see on the official Final Fantasy XIV stores for your region. Quite expensive, but this was supervised directly by Yoshi P himself, and apparently it took around 3 retakes to get the face correct. So there was a lot of quality assurance going into that, and I think it's paid off. It's a beautiful looking model, and if you're going to pick up any of these figures, I think that the Y'shtola one is probably one of the best looking for sure. Anyway, I thought I'd bring this piece of information to you. Of course, not everybody frequents Reddit, and just to say that we're not having a second live letter, and that all of the main information we're looking for should be coming to us soon, since we're at the end of June now. So within the first week of July we should be getting the release date, and of course that written producer live letter as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully you're enjoying the content as it is. The Moogle event should be ending sometime soonish then, in the next couple of weeks, so you have a little bit of time to get everything else that you're still missing. But for the most part, I would really put your foot down and work through a lot of the stuff so you don't miss out, especially on some of the mounts and things like that. Either way, thank you kindly for watching this video. Links obviously in the description to that Discord channel. Go and show them some love, like I say, for the translation that they tirelessly do for free on the Discord server there for Final Fantasy XIV's Reddit. And I'll see you all next time.